morning! It's Isabel here at Black Forest Nursery, and we're excited to show you all of our new arrivals in the greenhouse. We've got pansies, violas, geraniums, and super bells for you to enjoy this spring, but we're going to talk a little bit today about the different types of plants and how hardy they are for these still cold temperatures that we have outside. So when it comes to pansies and violas, these are going to be some of your hardiest early annuals. These guys will tolerate a light frost. Sometimes you might lose a few of the flowers if they get covered in that frost, but for the most part, they'll be able to tolerate temperatures just below 32 degrees. Anything that is a little bit more sensitive in those containers, though, like this one here, we've got the beautiful white alyssum. These guys are not as hardy. So even though you have pansies and violas in here, you'll want to make sure that you're checking your whole container for any of those extra plants that might need a little bit of protection. So these alyssum, I would opt to bring indoors when it's about 35, 36 degrees out, just to play it safe, because you never know when temperatures are going to drop a little bit lower than what they say. You also want to make sure that all of your super bells and these beautiful hanging baskets are coming indoors at night as well. These ones are going to be mostly hardy down to 34 degrees, but again, sometimes it's okay to play it a little bit on the safer side and bring them indoors on those chilly nights. Even though it's early, we've got some blooming perennials for you as well. This time of year, you'll notice beautiful helleborus and these heathers blooming early in the spring. These guys are okay to plant outdoors right now, as long as the ground is workable where you are and it's not frozen. You may want to be cautious of those lower temperatures. If it's dropping below freezing and you're seeing that there's going to be a light frost, sometimes that can cause these flowers to drop and get damaged. So it's always worth just putting a little blanket or something over the plants to cover them up when the temperatures are getting cold on anything that's starting to flower. You'll also notice that we have some rhododendrons and azaleas that are just starting to bud. These guys are starting to peek out with their little pink blooms. These are another one that you should be a little bit more cautious about if it does start to get really cold, closer to those 28-degree nights. It's good to make sure that these guys are protected from the cold as well, just so you don't lose all of those buds. Now, there are some shrubs and perennials that can tolerate those colder weather nights, such as the pussy willows, these lilacs, and your forsythias. You'll notice that these buds have started to slowly emerge, but they've already been sitting through an entire cold winter, so they're pretty hardy for those colder temperatures. You'll see here on these lilacs, this is a bloomerang variety. They've just started to show these little tiny green buds, and again, those have been there all winter long, so you really don't have to worry too much about covering things like the forsythia and the lilacs when we get down below freezing temperatures. So make sure you stop in at Black Forest Nursery to check out all the perennial shrubs and annuals that we have for you this spring.